most horrible conditions, without proper food, without clean water, without sufficient medical care, and without shelters, basically. Well, we are in the most horrible condition anywhere in the world. The people of Gaza, and we are talking about at least 2.2 million people, and at least 2 million are now in Gaza, are suffering from 3 war crimes that are taking place at the same time. The war crime of genocide, the war crime of collective punishment, including starving people, and the war crime of ethnic cleansing. 4 major cities have been erased to the ground completely. 90% of the people have been ethnically cleansed and forced to leave their homes and are displaced in living in most horrible conditions, without proper food, without clean water, without sufficient medical care, and without shelters. Basically, the number of Palestinians killed by Israel in the last 15 months is larger than all Americans killed in all American wars since independence in the United States. So that gives you an idea about the scope. 87,000 tons of explosives have been thrown on Gaza, which means 36 kilograms of explosives for each man, woman, and child. It's a terrible situation, and the siege is horrible, as Gaza has exposed the world and has exposed completely the so-called world international order. Gaza has revealed the truth and the fact that there is no international law, and there is no international humanitarian law. These laws are applied selectively when it's politically in the interest of Western governments. They apply it, like in the case of Ukraine and Russia. But when it is not in their interest, or when it conflicts with one of their allies, like in this case Israel, they allow Israel to be above the law, above international law, above international humanitarian law. And that means we are witnessing the end of the so-called international order that was created after the Second World War. Why it is exclusive for Israel, the right of self-defense? Why we, the Palestinians who are under Israeli occupation, are not allowed to defend ourselves? That is a big question to all Western leaders. And then the second question, are we equal human beings or not? Why we are treated as subhumans? Why this level of dehumanization of Palestinians that is definitely accepted by most Western governments? It's amazing.